Wow. Okay, this is so. That's interesting.
Oh, that's a weird enough.
That's an ego pick.
We'll look at these loadouts. Me and Frog on this one for you. Aegis, Storm of Bullets, I think nothing too surprising, but Repo. So he is at least expecting Pyler to be able to get into a point.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, you kind of have to expect that, but also, if Devore is boxing out well, I don't think it's going to be too much of a problem for him.
Now go. Play the game.
True. Yeah, if he can keep the zone there. So that fight will be kind of the what breaks down how this one goes, but high ground control already the early idea for WAP. They have basically them zoned out entirely. You were right from the start. It is going to be a kind of slow poke from outside composition.
Yeah,
we're doing quite a bit of damage so far, but nothing really, no movement yet.
Yeah, it's kind of a slow play poke fight here.
Cuss is on main tank.
Cuss is on main tank.
Main tank.
Cuss is 100% on main tank here. But Pyler, maybe he's a little isolated. I feel like he could get dove if that Vor really wanted to go for the kill.
Church control, backing for the Ashe pick in fire.
For now, yeah.
All that Ashe.
Yeah, the Ashe is behind, drawing some eyes, but getting collapsed on him. And Zarini just way overextending, but it's buying time for the rest of the team. They have the cap, and they have the Tiberius to hang their head on as the Nando's forced to go in. But now the contest is up, and now number advantage in the way of Sophia.
Yeah, I think we just want to watch WAP rotate out here and wait for a full read. Unfortunately, don't have wall for that. They might lose a DPS. Kin looking really low.
And you can see, wait, Tiger actually going upwards there. Is the Kinessa Headhunter being popped, but it's not finding much. Cuss is the one to find the first kill onto Nosy as they take space in here. Explosive Blade does a lot of damage. It's on Pyler to clean it up with the Whirlwind. Spent defensively instead. Now Zarini's getting chucked in, not even close to his ultimate combined damage. Vanessa and the Khan to find that one. This point is getting close in numbers in favor of Sophia. Fear does find Matthew, but no kills to go off of it. It's kind of all on Pyler at this point. Seismic Crash, I don't even know where it's gonna land.
Oh my god.
We gotta pause.
The 1 HP Kinessa, the 1 HP Kinessa. Pyler, dude, Pyler better not choke this.
That is
Fun
such
fact
a
about
good
that,
picture.
I tweeted out that picture and I was like, missing Paladins esports a little extra today, and then Rain Day liked it.
Okay, Kinessa lived, and they do get the NR exactly what you're saying, and Pyler misses the shot. Did the overpower connect? It did. Rock Monkey got pulled there, letting him contest the point.
That is so big. Ashe gets the retouch here.
Big boy.
I don't think she's gonna.
I don't want to say this
God,
name. He has to reload. Wait, he has to reload. He could grab Zarini if he gets booped. Zarini's off the point now. That should be a free kill with the Nessa in the back.
Yeah,
Pyler
they don't
just
have a
can't get the
recontest.
kill.
That's a cap. Yeah. Absolutely clean, and yeah, I mean, it'll be a whole different mid once we see some ults online, but a little unfortunate for Sophia there, losing their kin to a disconnect. Might have been different. Oh my god, the route into the straight murder from Khan.
Oh, the box is here. The box is here, and Pyler's looking like he might be the one getting put in at this time.
Not a lot of space being made. Zarini just feels like he's getting boxed out hard as fuck here.
He is getting boxed out because of the whirlwind that happened under.
I don't think anything's gonna come from it.
I mean, the Dread Serpent, it helped them significantly. I mean, it stopped the Khan's pressure. They lost 1-4, but now they're going to clean up the entire rest of them with Rock Monkey killing both tanks. Zarini, the reason he died was because of that whirlwind, right? I mean, they whirlwinded just to get that one kill, but you can't do a 1 for that when they have the defensive advantage too.
And we're gonna see a solid zone here from WAP, but Sophia's already looking pretty fucking dominant, like they're gonna take out Zarini. Oh my god, the shot on the Rock Monkey, King Nick.
He's holding
Yeah,
on.
they're gonna, just like this, they're just gonna take their picks and go.
With 10 seconds left, they're popping some important defensive cooldowns from Sophia.
9, 8.
Yeah, and I honestly, this Kin, they're kind of just playing, you know, like, protect the president with this Kinessa right now. As long as they keep any pressure off this Kinessa, she's free firing, hitting every single headshot.
It's not that hard to, especially when a root
uncontested.
is coming into. It's just Pyler contesting. Harbinger's Wrath popped, I think, just to stay alive. He's not even close to move in for this. Are they going to spend?
They should have Ashe up for first touch, but I'm just not sure how much it's going to do.
Yeah, they're going to try to send the assert here, but they have Khan. They have other things in the way. Zarini doesn't even have a chance to spend it. And Sophia just walk it right in with a whimper at most in response. Dismount actually doesn't connect. I don't know if Rock was really going for it. He's playing on the low ground instead.
People just aren't going Ivy.
Yeah,
that's why the Tiger dismount's not working.
There a lot of damage early from Rock Monkey. This could signal the start of the push, with the Blade Dance being popped but not being spent, because Pyler has to disengage, so Rock Monkey smartly repositions, gets this high ground, and Zarini now might be the one alone on an island. What can this Headhunter find on the other side of it? Not much so far, as it's just a slow war of attrition here. Maybe a Sir Dominance here to get the double stun, but he's overstaying a little bit. Can he make it this shot? He can't get it, but he doesn't get stunned either. Somewhat in the fucking world. He dies, but still, that's a lot more time than they needed to waste.
It looks like Sophia and WAP decided to meet each other in church this time instead of anybody going keep. And it's kind of looking like it's going in the way of Sophia, but there's a lot of cap on WAP. They definitely have. That was fun to say. They definitely have a good retake here with the Tiger ult and the Eevee ult. They could definitely get a touch.
Now imagine getting to say the name Slopadopoulos 30 times in one cast.
Yeah, that's something, dude.
That one is pretty fun.
Commando Voral. There's no way. There's no way. There's no way.
World spent now. Who's it going for? Actually gets one kill onto Cuss, saved by the Immortal. There's the second. Everything is spent. Only 3 players left standing with not a ton of HP between them. What can Pyler get out of this? Trying to get on King Nick. SMG will take him down. It's only Zarini left alive. The Dream will not stay up, though, and they'll get this cap.
You know, the objective. Attack. Go. Now. Enemy.
You good, Frog?
Yeah, sorry, I was just paying attention. I was just thinking about Bora. I was thinking from earlier. I was like, yeah, I just knew the Bora would just be so dominant to the Eevee here.
Oh my god!
I just knew that the Kin would be completely uncontested.
Dude, Cuss just got destroyed. He just tried to walk away, and Vora just does so much consistent damage. The poke is so brutal and difficult to deal with.
It's literally one of the best poke champions in the entire game.
But it is a meta that shouldn't be great for her, but I think just like when you can enable her with a coordinated team, that's when she really gets
Pyler has no cooldowns. Yeah, it just... there's not a lot you can do. I don't think nobody knows the Kin's behind him.
I'm not sure if they do know exactly where he is, but Seismic Crash spent, countered by the Whirlwind, cancels it to get some ult charge back. That's a nice little buff there. Because they couldn't save him in time. They get the Dread Serpent a little bit late, and then...
Oh my god!
Spunky falls. It's only 3 left. It's the same 3 as last time, and this Assert Dominance again has to be massive to help them stabilize.
They're gonna absolutely need a good Assert Dominance here. Their ults just aren't enough to... There's so much resilience. Their ults aren't enough. They can't do anything with it.
Wait!
Huh.
What
That was something.
Okay.
Not sure what happened.
Yeah, we'll leave that alone.
This kid's just completely uncontested. It's just completely uncontested.
Oh no, wait, he was taunting! Is he gonna die? He's
still
taunting!
going?
Never taunt! Never taunt! He's gonna stabilize. They're gonna kill Nosy. Never taunt, even when the game is about to be over. But they leave!
Rest in peace. Oh my goodness.
Macaroni in a pot. Macaroni in a pot. That's a fucking tragedy.
If they went Grover Furia or Grover Genesis, would be way more happy with that draft.
Any double support would have just fucking full farmed here.
Yeah.
I think they're trying to stay away from double support, maybe. Because they didn't double support last game either, did they? They just went solo Dama, right?
No.
Yeah.
Maybe they don't have flexible enough
pool to be able to do that.
Yeah.
Look, think about the players on WAP. How could they not be flexible enough to play?
Maybe it's like a political stance, like we stand against double support meta.
By the way, we're into the game now, actually, for once here. Vor already taking some space on the outside, playing on the rim, but Cuss and Rock Monkey on a deep flank. This is a much faster pace than we'd already seen in the previous match. Forced to dive down is Nosy. Getting poked out from both sides, but Cuss right behind him with the hook, with the pick. Starting things off very well for their team, and Sophia might be forced to disengage, and they're giving up a lot of map to them for this play. Now they have tree control, so it's a slow retake, but it's working. They have enough time to fully complete this. Nosy knocked very low, but only 72%. They should be able to make it back in. They couldn't finish off Cuss, though, so they're going to have less of an advantage than they were hoping for. It's going to be Eagle making the move for it, but I don't think he got touched. Mather will do it instead. WAP staying alive, sustaining a little better than we were expecting. Spunky really keeping up in this healing department, and Eagle isolated, and we already have an Illusory Rift coming out.
Wow, that's such a quick time. I did not expect them to have Yingle that fast. Looks like they already have Cap too, just like that. They got off for the OT touch. Wow, that's crazy. Oh yeah, I'm definitely down to eat my words here while talking about WAP before the draft. Like they are doing a lot of work here, making so much space with both of these tanks. So aggressive, so dominant. Oh,
Zarini is doing a lot of damage right now.
Like,
Yeah, the rest of his team is kind of falling apart because of this corner positioning from them. Spunky in the middle of their team finally goes down, and Sophia do stem the tide a moment longer. So don't know if they know that Pyler's there, but he gives his position away, and they'll just settle here by the wall.
Just a little bit of reset. We have 5 ults online for Sophia. A little reset from the Damba, a little reset from the Victor. Get rid of those kill streaks. Only Koa ult online, but I'm gonna Ying ult really soon. Already so much aggression from Cuss. Trying to trade the Ashe, maybe getting Nano ults out. This is huge.
They used Nano ult to let the Ashe land from her ult. They're going to have the Dread Serpent to peel them away, and they don't even get anything out of it. That's 4 ults already used by them for what is effectively jack shit. It's Cuss walking back in now, but he can't go any further. It's still barely any ultimates up. Cuss could use the Ancient Rage if he wants, but might just die in the meantime because of the Vora bleed, and it's a trade for nothing.
It is going to be so difficult to do anything against this Victor on the high ground.
I don't think they spend Con ult. It is pretty early, so maybe they spend it because they know they have time to lose in later rounds, but the shield from Eagle denies that completely, down to 30% with only 10 seconds remaining, and pressure's on everybody else on the team to be the one to make a difference. Zarini's not willing to go. Cuss just rolled away. They're going to have to pop Ancient Rage if they actually want to make it happen. Cuss is already getting torn to pieces here in front, but he's making enough room for Zarini to do something on the side. Mather staying alive. So much Willow Poke, but Cuss is the first to fall. Mather dashing away. No one able to get OT. It will be Zarini, but both these tanks can just trade on and off with a massive spawn advantage. Still 2 players on the left, but they know when things are lost, they will back off and give Sophia the defensive point.
He was much lower than the Vora in damage earlier, but then when we were sitting on that last choke, Victor just has free poke from high ground the entire time.
Is this
Capture point is spawning
Shrapnel?
in
Am I
15
crazy?
seconds.
Oh, it
It
is
is
Shrapnel.
Shrapnel.
Interesting. I saw the Grenadier. How's his damage? I didn't even look. He is still top damaging at least, but it's definitely not the most meta selection by King Nick. Is it? Do you know why this would be? Is it just to get around that con shield maybe a little better?
I'm actually not sure. I thought the controller pick was still burst mode, but
Yeah.
What do I know?
It could even be cardio, but no amount of cardio will save you from an assert dominance. The Illusory Rift will have to come in, plus the peel from the other side, and Pyler now popping this Faith Light after getting that first kill, but maybe they're stacking too many ults at once. They already got 1 pick. Sophia's already running away. Eagle has to fall to make it worth it, and he lives! Just barely on. Cuss is going for the kill, but can't get it. They have to spend the overpower to actually get another kill. Nosy finally going down, and that staggered timing might make this so difficult to come back in. It's Eagle in against 3, but Zarini's buying them so much time.
Zarini being so controlling in tree right now. He could definitely get a grip on that Ashe.
I don't know if they have
But
time.
they're just trying to avoid the Nando touching more than anything else right now.
I don't think they're neither going to be able to. Nosy has to be the one to do it. He will give his life up for it, but the Immortal lets them get 1 kill.
Oh
That's the
my
healer down. How
God.
much damage on the tanks? They don't see Pyler in the back. The DPS are the ones tearing things up right now.
Just
Ancient
like
Rage.
that, Cap.
Keep him in. They get the pick, and that could have been such a good play, but they had to save everybody. Is there you think there's a benefit to not taking space? I think they might have to because PJ's dropped. This isn't where you want to be. It's a
Yeah,
Damba.
I am
This is a bad
very
corner.
worried for this Damba right now. They're gonna either need to take space here, or Damba's gonna need to die and get to height. That's part of the reason they jump off the map earlier, is just to get the high ground.
So brutal. The timing of this. The card's too close. Faith Flight. Damba will be the first to go down. How long can this Ashe hold on? And are they willing to spend a certain dominance to keep themselves going? But she's not contesting, and she's not even going to spend it. Cuss is just waddling this card in. Mather will make it. Mather will buy time. Mather forced to dash. Mather can't use his shield. Mather picked off.
I
right
really think they should have expended the assert dominance there.
2.
Yeah, I mean, I could definitely see them just rolling in this mid just based off of con ults. Especially knowing that they lack Nando ults and Damba ults. Like, they kind of have infinite space as long as they hit con ult.
Yeah, they're going to have to do it, but
They left
Aegis in
open
the way.
tree completely, too.
Yeah, Aegis in the way makes it tough. We'll go for King Nick and he'll find it. Obviously, no one's going to be able to help this. No Immortal will keep King Nick back on the map as the wall is the one to get the kill for them. But now space is being taken on point. There's no way the Nando will live through this one. So Sophia sent back, sent reeling. But they have several ultimates for this retake, but they're going into an Ancient Rage and an Illusory Rift. Cuss is already trying to take advantage of this. 99% Illusory Rift popped early. Here comes the Ashe, still not wanting to spend this. No grab being used either, but
It wasn't a good Ashe ult.
it wasn't a good Ashe ult. It was pretty bad.
It did nothing.
Yeah, and now they don't have really anything. This is going to have to be a massive barrage, or Mather's going to have to charge up this Immortal. Forced to touch into the dead zone, into the ceilings, just getting the shield back up now. Rock Monkey very low on the back foot. Nosy will be the one to find that kill, with Ash and Nando wanting to take some space. Now Wop, the ones having to find their way back in, because does get spotted early, doesn't hit the hook, and it looks like Sophia might be winning their first mid, I believe, on this map so far.
I don't think they have touch. It's a comeback mechanic, dude. Wow, that was so close for that con touch.
Yeah, no way. He tried to make it happen. They're gonna wipe them out here. Pyler will protect his perfect KD, but they have a point to get back to once they actually fight their way out.
They keep themselves in the game. They keep themselves in the game for sure.
Yeah.
They just need to use their ults better. I did not like the way they used the Ash ult. I don't remember if Fear did anything, and I don't recall Vor ult doing much. So, kind of just like a 3 for 3 there.
How does Vor live that?
God,
How does she? That is not deserved. And Pyler's gonna die. Pyler's so dead. Illusory Rift. Pyler so low. Finally, Willow's first death of the game. That's a momentum changer with Cuss avoiding this Dread Serpent. Actually, I knew he was gonna back into it. I watched him the whole time. He walks into it. Cuss bleeding out. Vora damage denied by the Dom, but healing. But Zerini now the last one forward. Power.
And they just start rolling into apps, and they just win.
Yeah, they need to get on the cart, actually, because it still hasn't moved yet, but they are going to be wiping them. Hopefully they can get a little bit of space here. Cuss is so low, and Pyler's going to add another death to his column, but he will bring Vora down with him.
Man, I'm very surprised that Koa and Ying lived there. They were both, like, absolute. And there was Nash, like, balls dick deep in their back line.
Balls dick. That's
Balls
how I
deep.
like to play off tank. Balls dick deep
Into the back
here. Cuss not getting healed. Mather will have to run away though. That pick on the Ash actually helps quite significantly. I think Mather might get away. He is holding on by a thread. Ceilings behind him. At dead zone will force him in, but he's not worried about that direction. They have a pick now. Now Pyler is the one isolated. Pyler's the one to fall, with Mather taking a lot of ground up front. But I don't think they spend any ults for this at this point. They're going to get some chip. They're going to poke them down, deny Ying some of that healing. But they need these ults to keep themselves in the game if this doesn't go well.
And this is a point where the Ash cauterize is so important. Through these windows on the right side, keeping the tanks consistently caught, and even through like Ying ult, is actually insane. It does so much for the team. You see how this con just can't heal out.
Yeah, and I liked watching Zerini push that there, because you can see what kind of ground an off tank can take up front. As this cart now moving in, which means Mather will be leaving the safety of that cover fairly soon. Definitely needed that cover. He's
so low
very
here.
low. Zerini, they're finally making their move. Eagle in under the cover, gonna force them to push forward. Ash is getting torn to pieces, but that's both tanks down. Someone squishy has to come to contest. It will be Rock Monkey trying to stay alive, but he dashes just a little bit too high, and nothing spent. A
From
perfect
Sophia.
economy for Sophia to go into what will be the final mid of this map, and could be the final mid for WAP in this series.
I think if Sophia uses their ults better, they just win.
You know.
How's the Resil? So they have a ton of Resil. So Fear is not really that effective. Neither is Ash stun, other than keeping her alive, right? Unless they fear Rock, it's not going to be effective.
2, 1.
I think that's very possible. Especially because two of them immune his Midnight, and the rest all have Resil. So I think anytime Rock plays aggro here, it's just turn and burn.
Yeah, they'll have to see. We'll see how forward Rock goes. Already going for Nosy. So low, immediately picked off.
God.
Chip from Spunky pairs off. That will be fantastic for them. Midnight forces them back. Spunky with 2 already. Eagle knows he has to die on point.
They're just going for
really
reset.
heads
They're
up
just going for
play.
reset.
And there's not a lot of cap time spent, so they have a retake. But they didn't spend anything. They have all 5 ultimates still in the tank. It's about how WAP spend theirs first to deny them that chance.
It all comes down to this con ult right now. This con ult it's a game-winning con ult if it lands.
And there's a shield in the way for him. Mathers is very low, so he's holding. He knows that it's going to be important. Shield dropped. Zarini's so patient, doesn't want to spend it. Goes back to point.
God.
He knows when he has to hold it. He's hanging on. The shield is so low. But now it's getting a little bit too late. Maybe he goes for Eagle now. Right in front of him. Timed. He's spinning it here. He actually pulled him out of the ultimate being spent. He goes down. Won't make it back to the point. But was that too late? Nando's still on point. Nando has Immortal. It's 1 for 1. But now Rock is equalizing. They're there. They have to make it to points. They have to help Mather stay alive. Nosy is almost back. Got the Immortal at the very end. Mather can't use his shield because he's going to get out of it.
Zarini is so good at this game.
He's hanging on. They're so close. It's going to be overtime unless he gets off here, gets stunned on the edge. Ash coming in now, has assert dominance with no way to counter it. Because is on the flank, going for the hook out of it, holds on, waits, delays, but he's going to be able to walk back in. Dumba's still alive. Dumba's still alive. Dumba's going to be able to keep him up. Dumba and Sereni are trading. Still holding the dash point. He's only the dash point, but he will finally go down. But the Nando is back. They're forced on point. King Nick is shoving in. Knows he gets the next kill. There's players on the high ground. The Khan wants to go in. The Khan is so low. They can't.
Oh my god, dude!
No way!
That is
way.
Okay, so I noticed Sereni did this thing where he actually he knew that the Nano had ult. He burnt his shield because he knew the Nano was gonna ult, and then he was gonna grip his shield after the ult ended. That was the most five-head Khan play I've ever fucking seen. I would have never thought of that, dude.
Fucking
Yeah, that was insane.
The timing
That
was
was
perfect.
fantastic.
That was a huge
Also,
read by
something
Sereni.
there-
He caught him mid-cast.
Sereni's a genius, dude.